Hello everyone. So in this session, let us discuss about the essential elements of a diesel power plant. These are the very most important elements of diesel power plants: engine system, starting system, lubrication system, fuel system, air filter and supercharging, cooling system, exhaust system, governing system. So the better performance of a diesel engine, these are the systems plays the vital role. So diesel engine is a compression ignition engine. The two-stroke cycle engine is more favored for the diesel power plants. The air required for the diesel engine is drawn through a air filter from the atmosphere and compressed inside the cylinder. The fuel, that means diesel, from the diesel engine is drawn through a filter from the all-day tank and injected into the cylinder through a fuel injector. Because of the high temperature and pressure of the compressed air, the fuel ignites. The fuel burns and the gases expand to do the work on the moving part inside the cylinder. It is called the piston. This movement of the piston rotates the flywheel and the engine is directly coupled to the electric generator. The gases after expansion inside the cylinder is exhausted into the atmosphere and passes through the silencer in order to reduce the noise. This is the working of the typical diesel engine. A starting system. Diesel engine used in a diesel power plant is not self-starting. The engine is started from the cold condition with the help of an air compressor. The fuel supply system. Fuel from the storage tank is pumped through a filter into a smaller tank. It is called the all-day tank. This tank supplies the daily requirement of the diesel engines. The all-day tank is placed high so that the fuel flows to the engine under the gravity with sufficient pressure. The air intake system. The air required for the combustion of fuel inside the diesel engine cylinder is drawn through the air filter. The purpose of the filter is to remove the dust from the incoming air. The dry filter may be made of felt or wood or cloth. In the wet filter, oil bath is used. In this, the air passes over a bath of oil where the dust particles gets coated on the oil. Exhaust system. The exhaust gases coming out of the engine is very noisy. In order to reduce the noise, a silencer, that means a muffler, is used to reduce the noise. The lubricating system. This circuit includes the lubricating oil tank, oil pump and the oil cooler. The purpose of lubrication system is to reduce the wear of the engine moving parts. Part of the cylinder such as a piston, a shaft, valves must be lubricated to reduce the lubrication. The main function of the lubrication to reduce the wear of the moving parts. Lubrication also helps to cool the engine. In the lubrication system, the oil is pumped from the lubricating oil tank through a oil cooler where the oil is cooled by cold water entering the engine. The hot oil, after cooling the moving parts, returns to the lubricating oil tank. Cooling system. The temperature of the burning fuel inside the engine cylinder is in the order of 1500 to 2000 degrees centigrade. In order to lower this temperature, water is circulated around the engine. So through the water jackets, the engine cylinder wall is cooled. The water envelopes, that is water jackets, the engine. The heat from the cylinder piston combustion chamber is carried by the circulating water. The hot water leaving the jacket is passed through the heat exchanger. The heat from the heat exchanger is carried away by the raw water, circulated through the heat exchanger and is cooled in the cooling tower. For the good performance of diesel power plants, these are the necessary steps to be taken. The necessary to maintain the cooling temperature within the prescribed limits. Then lubricating system should work effectively and require the temperature and pressure should be maintained. The engine should be periodically run even when not required. Should not stand idle for more than 7 days. Air filters, oil filters and fuel filters should be periodically serviced. The periodic checking of the engine compressions and firing pressures and the exhaust temperature. The following precautions should be taken while designing the air intake systems. The air intake should be located outside the engine room. Air intake should not be located in confined places to avoid the undesirable acoustic vibrations. Pressure drop in the air intake line should be minimum to avoid the engine starvation. The air filters should be accessible for periodic cleaning. In some cases, a muffler may be introduced to prevent the engine noise from reaching the outside the air. The lubrication system, it includes the oil pumps, oil tanks, filters, coolers and the connecting pipes. The purpose of the lubrication system is to reduce the wear of the engine moving parts. The part of the cylinder such as pistons, shaft, valves must be lubricated. The lubricant is cooled before the recirculation. The lubrication also helps to cool the engine. Thank you.